Yeah, I'm I'm very fortunate to be in a really good, loving relationship. You know, I've definitely had my bumps and bruises in my time of dating and living, pretty much. But I can honestly say right now that I'm in a good situation. But there's a lot of people out there that are in no situation. Not a bad one, not a good one, just no situation. And I think you call those people single. you know, um, there are some people out there that want to be single. They probably just got over a long-term relationship, and they really just not ready to jump in to nothing at the particular time. But you can only use that excuse for so long until you start to come to realize that hell, maybe nobody wants your ass. How about that? I mean, there's reasons why people are single. And I'm about to get into that, both male and female. I think a lot of reason that males might be single. You could use the "I want to be single" with the males a little bit more. Because I don't know. I guess it's just in men. It's I always say to a married man or married woman, I should say, she must be really special because to get a man to marry you is a hell of a trick. Men love their freedom. Men don't like a ball and chain. But it's something about you that say, you know what, I think I want that ball and chain. I think I'm ready to get married. It was something about you that made him change his whole life. You know, I always say, if you got the right woman, you married the right woman, your life will be blessed, your life will be prosperous. But if you got the wrong woman, you might as well just take the 9 millimeter or have somebody else do it, have your wife do it, and just tell her to pull the trigger because your life is over. Okay? But I think a lot of reason too why men are single is just because their approach, man. I mean, you got a lot of guys out here, they treat every woman the same. You can't talk to a orange-haired, green-haired hood rat the same way you talk to a woman that's about her business. You can't talk to a decorated woman that's intelligent and bright and witty and intellectual. You can't talk to her the same way that you talk to a buckethead Gus Bucket. I mean, you can't do that. And I think a lot of guys are guilty of that. Hey boo, hey bitch, there's all that type of stuff, man. You can't approach every woman like that. And I think another reason too is just because a lot of guys, especially brothers, we we want everything fast. We don't want to really take the time to do anything. We want the expensive cars and the jerk because we think that's what's gonna get a real woman. So you go out here, you take on a life of crime, you want to sell dope, you want to rob people, and you want all that fancy stuff, material things. And I think a lot of times it gets us in trouble. I think it really messes up our future. And a lot of women really ain't trying to be bothered with some 10-year work release felon with 8 kids. And women ain't really trying to do that. A real woman anyway. Then I think a lot of times too, guys might be single because pretty much they might be ugly. Now, just because you ugly don't necessarily mean that you should be single. But if you're an ugly dude, you better be the nicest dude. Okay? You better be a nice saint. You better be you better be up for a Nobel Peace Prize. Okay? Because women out here, man, they're very picky. They like a certain type of guy. But the only way you can override that is if your personality is just so good, and you know what, I'll at least give them a chance, you know. But nowadays, man, these guys are, man, I mean, the way they carry themselves, I mean, the way you dress, you know, that's a reason that a man could be single. You know, you got guys on the other end, they on one end of the spectrum or the other end. Nothing in the middle. You know, you either got guys out here wearing pants that's below their ankles, you know, they trying to cut grass and they steady pulling their pants up because they too baggy. Or you got guys out here wearing halter tops, and stirrups, and panties. I mean, it's nothing in between. You know, it's really hard for a brother in particular to keep it in between. You know, it's really hard for some reason. Guys nowadays seem like they just gotta follow these trends. You know, a lot of women too, man. When they get a certain age, they want somebody mature, and you could be immature. You know, it's another reason why a man could be single is that he's selfish. You know, he's baby. You know, he doesn't know what the real world is like yet. You know, you can call him a mama's boy, because that might be the real meaning of mama's boy. Mama's boy is somebody that let their mother control their life and make every decision for them, and they're not children anymore. That's a mama's boy. Okay, that could be another reason why you might be single. You know, you have to realize in a relationship, man, it's give and take. You know, you have to give the love in order to get it. You know, you can't have a woman chop up your steak and, you know, cook you dinner every day and all that shit, man, and y'all both working. I mean, you gotta learn how to pitch in. You know, you can't, you know, everybody saw that's a woman's worker, that's man, y'all got to work together. You know, like me, for example, I know how to cook. Okay, I'm a very good cook. So I wouldn't expect my wife to come home from work or wherever, school, wherever, and cook me dinner and feed me breakfast in bed like I'm some type of fat slob or something. I can cook myself. You know, I'm not saying I gotta cook every day, but we can share that. I know how to clean up behind myself. Okay, I don't leave dirty drawers all over the floor and, you know, dirty socks and shoes. I know how to clean up behind myself. My mom taught me that before I was born. Shit. Alright, I know how to do that. It's a give and take. And that might be a reason why guys might be alone. You know, it ain't because you want to be alone, it's because women don't really want to put up with you. You know, they don't want to raise a grown man. That could be a good reason why you're alone, jacking off and nutting in your shoes on your Jordans. You know, you don't have nobody. You know, and it's up to you to fix that. You know, it's up to you to say, you know what, it's time for me to be a man. It's time for me to grow up. It's time for me to stop being immature and get out here and do something. You know, video games is another reason you could be single. Guys, stop playing the video games all fucking day. Alright? That shit is not cool. If you're in a relationship and you got a wife or a girlfriend, look, play them sometime. You know, you got to get down your live, your man. You know, you got to get down your Black Ops and all that. But don't play that shit all day. You know what I mean? It doesn't look good for you. A woman is not going to take you seriously playing that bullshit all day. At least wait till she gone. Don't play it while she's there. Or wait till she sleep or something. Don't play that stuff all day. You know, leave the video games alone. You know, that's one reason too why a woman might be sick of your ass and break up with you, cheat on you or something. You know, another reason why you might be single too is because you can't fuck. You know, you don't want to do nothing freaky. You don't want to lick a booty hole or eat a pussy or suck her toes. You don't want to do none of that. You know, that's another reason why you might be single. You know, you gotta learn how to please your woman, man. You gotta, you know, a woman wants pleasure too. You know, you can't make her get down there and give you what you want, and then you fall asleep. You know, fellas, hey, you gotta get it together, man. That's how it is with us, you know.